We normally probably would have rented that property out for, let's call it $1,300 a month. The first month on Airbnb, we made $2,200. What is up, YouTube? Matt McKeever here, and so special treat for you guys. Today's video, gonna be talking more about Airbnb. You're gonna be seeing a lot more about Airbnb on my channel these days, just because I think there's a lot of potential for us landlords, particularly in high regulatory environments like Ontario, Canada. And so in particular, you can see they're just checking out the back porch right now, but I got Phil Wybo as well as my sister Katie, and just kind of give you a high level understanding of what's going on. This is a rental property of mine. It hasn't been working out well as a rental. Feels cursed, but that's just kind of silly thinking. But I thought rather than leave it vacant, rather than go through maybe another troubled tenant, why don't I try Airbnb in it? It's an area that I don't think a lot of people naturally would assume would be great for Airbnb, but I have my suspicions that it's going to work out well. And so of course I brought the master of Airbnb, Phil Wybo, and my sister Katie, who I want to train to learn about Airbnb because I'm too lazy to do it myself. She's never used Airbnb before. I don't think she's ever stayed at an Airbnb. So this is gonna be a perfect example of someone that knows a lot about Airbnb, someone that knows very little, and someone that just knows a tiny bit. So let's do this.
Phil Wybo, claimed to be the Airbnb expert here in London, Ontario. Been running an Airbnb for, it'll be coming up a year in October. I will have my superhost for an entire year. And for some of you who don't know, Airbnb will give you some travel credits if you keep that superhost up for an entire year. So that's something I'm trying to strive to or drive towards, right? I've been loving it. It's got its ups and downs, but it's got a lot more ups than having the typical tenant damaging your property. So I'm gonna make Matt spend a little bit of money here, as usual. But yeah, we'll go from there.
Hi, Katie McKeever here. Matt's my brother, and I've been learning through him about the real estate tenant business. And 2 months ago, I heard about Airbnb, and he brought me on to do this. So we'll see how this goes.
So let's kind of tour around the property, guys.
Spend some money.
This is Phil's first time kind of checking it out. We got our entranceway right here. It's a quirky property. There's a lot of little character details, like the arches and circles. So yeah, we'll just kind of let Phil walk us through.
First thing, we need some lights. Matt doesn't pay his bills.
No, you leave it on long enough, it'll turn on. But yes, we'll get that fixed.
I think again, you take this out. That way you got more space. I don't know, oh, there we go.
Boom.
You like the idea?
Yeah.
You can, I don't know, you could leave it in there. I don't know. Just depends what type of people you're getting, right? If they don't have a closet, then they're gonna be, but you could just put a little hanger across there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty tight. You're just gonna have a double in here.
Yeah, my thoughts were maybe even just having a small bunk bed set here, just for
You're going back to the kids again for the factory?
I think so,
okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah. No, it's good. Fresh paint.
Yeah, so I think everything needs to be freshly painted. We'll probably just do a light gray is what I'm thinking right now on the walls. And then we kind of have whatever, this poor man's wainscoting that we might paint everything white, just to, again, give a little bit of character.
Yeah, this is perfect out here. I mean, you can keep this and put a little couch here, right? A little table there.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
And so yeah,
it's not like the other property we went through. This is a lot better layout so far already.
Yeah, and so yeah, I figured a pull-out couch here would be perfect.
Yep.
We'll do a big screen TV on an arm. Any thoughts on how to lay this out? So we'll get to the kitchen next, but we do have enough room for an eat-in in the kitchen.
Right.
Not massive, but
if you're trying to get more money, then yeah, put the pull-out here, and then you're just got all this space.
Yeah.
So you're just hoping maybe TV on this wall?
I wasn't sure. Yeah, one of those two walls, obviously.
The cables here or whatever.
Yeah.
The wireless boxes now, if you go through Bell. Well, yeah, sure. You would just do Netflix.
We'll probably just do Netflix. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I definitely do cable in mine, so that's a specialty. But I live on the other side, so I kind of steal it as well, which is a convenience to me.
And then so Phil, this technically will be the master. Okay. So you'll notice this room again doesn't have a closet in it. So what I was initially thinking was...
There are 2 hooks here.
There are 2 hooks. Will that count? Is that enough closet space, Phil?
Yes. For a jacket.
Yeah. Because what I was thinking was, we'll just take this here, just have one of those basic shelves with a bar underneath and some hangers.
And then leave them a couple of hangers.
Yeah.
People shouldn't be bringing crazy amounts of stuff. And why would they be taking everything out of their suitcase? Unless they're staying here for a long time. And, I prefer the turnover.
Yeah.
You make more money on the turnover.
True.
For the cleaning fees.
So yeah, then we got our kitchen space.
Which is nice. Yeah. I mean...
So yeah, again,
maybe a newer
Yeah.
microwave.
yeah. So new microwave, need to
But
get a
like,
fridge.
this is fine.
Yeah,
You get a good photographer in here, he'll make this look great.
yeah, and I think that's really big for people to realize is it's not a particularly beautiful kitchen. It's got some quirky aspects to it, but everything's clean. That's all that really matters, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you can't do anything, I mean, over time, maybe when you start making some money here, then just
Yeah.
retile. But like, you could just knock down this tile and get that cheap stuff from Home Depot, and it's just a stick-on. You're talking
Yeah.
like $100 here, maybe, and then you've got that class because like this is nice.
Yeah,
This is all nice. This just needs to be cleaned, whatever. You know, like I want to spend a little bit more of your money, but like
Yeah.
I think the bathroom is where it needs.
I thought the bathroom was turnkey. But so here, do you think like a little bistro set or a 6-person set, or what should we
Depends
do?
how many people, right? If you're going for the 6,
Yeah.
If you have max 6, make sure 6 people can sit.
Okay, well let's dive into the bathroom
Yeah,
and
yeah.
get your opinions on that.
Well, it's
Unique.
I feel like I'm blue.
Yeah.
I'm blue. No. But yeah, it's this is a little creepy. I don't. Did somebody draw that or? Is
Yeah, the previous owner was an artist.
Oh, okay.
So as you guys can see, he took some artistic
Yeah,
license.
I would think about retiling in here, but
Yeah.
people look at this and they'll be like, I don't know.
Do you
It's-
think? See, I wasn't sure if people would be like, "Oh, it's quirky, it's weird." Like I wouldn't live here, but
I don't
and,
know.
like,
You could try it
don't
out.
you love the toilet nook?
Yes. But
I mean, who doesn't
wish
love
you
a
would-
toilet
I
nook?
wish you would step up. Typical old toilet.
We'll have to get that light situation figured out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Weird.
pretty much it. And then we got a little back deck here that we'll need to get cleaned up and stuff. And we'll need to replace the actual deck part of it because you guys can probably see it's looking a little bit worse for wear right now. There's a little bit too much give. But yeah, I figured again we'll probably rip this off, put proper deck
Yeah, this is
here,
great.
clean this out, put proper deck, have a little barbecue in the corner, and yeah, I figured that
What's this? Just a
Uh,
shed?
it goes into the basement,
Oh,
so
okay.
there's exactly. So yeah, so we're just going to literally keep this door locked here, guys, which goes down to the basement, and laundry's down there and everything like that. So
AC?
yes, there is AC.
Okay.
So
Let's say well, you may not be ready before summer months, so.
yeah, we probably won't, but at least it is nice to know that we do have AC.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think this is good. Good idea. Yeah,
Awesome.
you can get this up and running, and I feel like your property, your other property that we walked through,
Yeah.
Steeper, kind of gave you this like, money, money, money. So I was saying earlier, Matt is horny for Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the money we're making. So.
Yeah, it's definitely true. And so to maybe give you guys a little bit of an update, that property that I originally walked through with Phil, with my buddy Adam, we normally probably would have rented that property out for, let's call it $1,300 a month. The first month on Airbnb, we made $2,200. So that's like a huge win in our books. That was a great proof of concept. So now I want to start dabbling with it more. Recently, we had the benefit that the city of London said they're going to kind of leave Airbnb alone, at least for the time being. So why not take advantage of that and use this time to experiment and learn about short-term rentals and Airbnb in particular, because I think there's a lot of potential here, guys. I'm really excited by it.
Even if London comes after you, I think you're still going to make more money, and you just have so much more leniency towards not having a regular tenant because of the Tenant Board Act and all those, right?
Yeah.
All the stipulations of getting around, having to get somebody out or whatever, right? So,
And the nice thing is, worst case scenario, just turn it back to a normal rental,
Exactly.
right? The nice thing is, all the properties that we've been showing you so far, they work as rental properties. So Airbnb is just this bonus, it's the gravy, it's the way to make extra profit margin that you probably otherwise
a little
wouldn't.
bit more work.
Yeah, but it's not coming at the risk that it's boom bust, as in like, oh shit, we can't Airbnb this property is now worthless.
Yeah.
And so I think that's something really to highlight for you guys, particularly if your regulatory environment, if your municipality, your city hasn't came out with a formal explanation of what they're going to do when it comes to Airbnb. That's something that you want to be aware of, just because those rules can drastically change your business model. So just have that in mind when you're considering doing Airbnbs, but otherwise I think it's a huge opportunity, great way to make additional money and income off of your rental properties. So I think my current plan, and actually I haven't discussed this with Phil yet, so we'll maybe get Phil's reaction on this. But so the current plan is I'm thinking somewhere between, we got to do some exterior porch work, so I'm not going to include that on my budget, but I'm hoping somewhere between $3,500 and $5,000 in just kind of miscellaneous updates and random things. A lot of it, the flooring doesn't need to be changed. It's mainly going to be a lot of painting, as well as just like some little extra touches, light fixtures, things like that need to be updated. And then we need to furnish everything. So I'm hoping kind of all in to be $8,000 or less on this project. So I'd be curious, just does that sound reasonable?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable, because you've only got 3 beds, and you don't need to go brand new on everything, right? I would brand new the mattresses, right? Brand new the sheets, bed frames and stuff like that. You just, I don't know, just spend the money on the beds. Yeah, that's where they're staying, right? Yeah, that's where they're gonna sleep. And then maybe like out here, like the amenities and stuff. Yeah, I think 8,000 is easy in this place.
Awesome. So we're going to do that. Hopefully the payback period will be really quick. Katie and Phil are going to be taking this entire process and putting together kind of checklists. I think we're going to build a course out of this process. So I'm really excited to bring that information to you guys. But throughout the project, I'll be updating you here on my YouTube channel. So smash that like button if you're enjoying this Airbnb content. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel. And until next time, remember, making money is a team sport. There's more than enough money in this world for us to all make it. But if you're not saving it, I mean, like, what's the point, guys? Thanks. Bye.